Hey, so this is just a quick recap, I think, of I don't even know what day I'm on. Day 4, day 5, day 6. What day am I on? When did I start? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, I'm on day 7. Okay, so just a quick recap, I guess, of day 7, day 6, and day 5. So going backwards. Interesting things happen. I think I told you last that I was leaving off that I was going to do my God journal, write, and see where I'm supposed to go and what direction. And just a quick. I'm going to explain it for you in a way that'll make you feel good, but I know what I'm doing. So basically, my God journal is I write what's on my heart. I write what's in my head. I write what's troubling. I write what I'm grateful for. So the God journal is just me writing. And what I do is I listen. I listen to my inner soul. I listen to my voice. I listen to hear, basically. And so I say I'm hearing from God. Um, Whatever makes you feel better is what makes you feel better. I'm saying I'm hearing from God. And um, so on Friday, I was like, all right, so what am I supposed to do? See, here's the thing. I was trying to be very diplomatic with the way that I was talking about the film group that I'm part of. To be perfectly honest, I was upset to be in a genre I don't know. Our group had chosen to focus on thriller, if you remember what I was saying earlier this week. And so I was actually honestly pretty upset about that because that's not my genre. I don't watch it, I don't read it, I don't really know it that well. Like the last thriller I willingly watched was The Sixth Sense, and I did that for a class, um, a creative writing class that I was doing. And then before that, the last thriller I watched was Rear Window and Psycho. And again, that was for a class way back in senior year. So I don't watch thriller, is the summary of this all, the long and the short of this all. So I was upset. And so in my God journal, I sought understanding about this. Because every other group, there are 4 groups of filmmakers inside of the Film Your Stuff. Inside of the Film Your Stuff program, I guess is what it is. A program run by some local Atlanta filmmakers. One of them I know very well. And um, so the other groups were doing the stuff that I know, which is like drama, and they were talking about rom-com, dramedy. So they were talking about that kind of stuff, spoofs, whatever. So I know drama, like that's been my thing, especially when you add in romance or romantic drama. So I know this stuff, and I was really upset to get the one group that chose the one genre that I definitely don't watch. I've watched action. Like I don't watch anything thriller or horror, because those are actually very close cousins of each other. So, like I said, long story short, upset. And so it was bothering me, and then um, when we disbanded on Sunday, it was with the understanding that the other 5 members were going to attempt writing out the story. I wasn't planning on being a writer. I was planning on doing everything else, because the whole reason I signed up for the Film Your Stuff program is because I wanted to learn other sides of the camera. I've been an actress, I've been a writer. I want credits for the other stuff, the other side. Because if I'm going to make a career out of this, people are going to ask, what have I done? And so this is why I signed up for this. Also, I wanted to be able to talk intelligently to people. Like, I want to direct my own films, and if people are asking me questions, I want to know the answers. I don't like not knowing the answers. I've watched enough YouTube videos, and I learn by doing. So this is why I signed up for this program. So I was happy to take my hands off of this and go, I'm not writing it. This isn't my genre. It's okay. Y'all have at it. And then I read their stories, and I am a storyteller. I'm not just a filmmaker. I'm a storyteller. So stories are my jam. And so I understand that characters need an obstacle and a goal. Characters need, they need wants. They need a story. And while my team members had some great ideas, it was missing the motivation stuff. Like, why are they doing this? And in anything, why is the biggest question you can ask. And so, why are they doing this? And none of that stuff was really present in the 3 different stories. One of the stories was like, oh, I like this. And so I said to myself, well, here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not really good at sitting back. And so I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take their 3 stories and I'm going to pull them together so that they make sense. And then I'm going to add a story on top of it. So motivation and why on top of it. So that we'll have a nice cohesive story and we can move forward. So I started writing. So I pulled like the name. I pulled one of the actions that we need to do repeatedly, which is looking through the door. So I pulled that in. Somebody had a child. I pulled that in. Somebody had a murder across the hall. So I pulled that in. And somebody had her talking on the phone with her boyfriend. So I pulled that in. So I pulled these different elements into two of them had her talking to a boyfriend. Well, one was a friend, I think, and one was a boyfriend. And then one of them had it at an Airbnb, and I was like, okay, that makes sense, because you're not going to know everything about it, and you could be with other people and stuff like that. So I pulled different elements into the story, and so I actually started scaring myself as I kept writing. I could see here. Here's the kind of writer I am. You can't really do to me, go, okay, here's a character, here's a want, here's a scenario, go, write a story. I can't do that. I have to sit with the characters. So just like my God journal, I listen to the voices, I listen to the characters, I listen to things as they come alive and start to breathe and have personality. Other writers understand this, like other real writers. And so as I started writing out the story, the character started coming to life. This girl who is in a new city, a new place. So the character started coming to life, and I started writing the story. And then I started, after I pulled in their elements, the story took off and went into its own life. And so I said, I painted myself sort of in a little bit of a hole, because I cornered her into the bathroom, and I'm like, how am I going to get her out of the bathroom? And so anyway, so I said, you know what, let me test some of the toughest critics that I could possibly test. And so I read the story out loud to 2 classes, and I asked them for their feedback. I was like, do you guys watch Thriller? Okay. Help me. How's this going? And listen, the response was fantastic. The kids were like, when is this coming out? I want to see this. Oh my gosh, tell me there's going to be a part 2, because I told them how I want to end it. They're like, you can't just end it there. Let me know that there's going to be a part 2 of this and whatever. And I was like, I just started beaming, because I'm like, okay, so hold that thought. Let's go back to the God journal. So I wrote in the God journal, I was like, okay, God, what's up, man? Tell me why this happened. All the groups here went with drama, and I got the one group that went into some area that I'm not comfortable with. And yeah. I was going to say, it's not about being comfortable. Yes, that's what it was. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't watch it because I don't like sitting tense and unsure. And, and I researched the difference between thriller and horror. And I know thriller is mostly psychological. Horror is that plus gore. And so when I read and then last night, I'm starting to scare myself and stuff. But I asked my son and I asked my partner, I was like, what do y'all think about this? And they're like, okay, why is it the boy, change it to the mom? I was like, really good idea. So I did that. And then, so now we can go back and fast forward. So I read it to the kids, and they're like, I love it. I love it. This was really good. I can't wait to see it. Please let me know. Can we chip in? Because I told them we have $1,000. That's part of the program is we get $1,000 to film it, which was awesome incentive also to join up. And so I was like, this is good. And they're like, can we chip in? Can we donate? And I was like, no, you can't do that. Because first of all, I think that's against like school rules or something. But just hearing that they liked it was really, really fantastic. And then I asked them, I was like, so how do I unite the son and the mom? You know, I wanted to see what their ideas would be. And their ideas were right along the line of what it is that I had planned. And so that was good. I was just like, I don't know. Okay, so go back. So in my God journal, after I was like, so God, why? My soul, my voice, his voice, whatever you want to say, whatever makes you feel good, spoke to me and said, why aren't you giving this a try? I was like, I'm not, huh? And that's when I began writing. Said, well, let's see what I can come up with. I wasn't giving it a try. I wasn't giving it a fair shot. I wasn't giving it anything of me. I just wanted to mope and complain and go sit in a corner and wait to do my job, you know, instead of really being part of this. You know, after watching them do it, I was like, okay, I need to put a little glue between these stories. And I'm really happy with what's coming out. We have a couple days. Actually, it's due on Sunday. So I have like a day or so to get this done. And I just felt chastised. I mean, like, oh my God, my book is all the way over there, or I would read it. It literally was, you're not even trying. Why are you not even trying? And I was like, I'm not. Have I? I haven't been, have I? And so I tried. And guys, I'm really happy about it. And I can't wait to tell you about when we start shooting it. And I can't wait to see the end of it. And I can't wait to go ahead and put it in festivals because, I mean, I know I'm writing it, but it's really that good. All right, so that has been my last 3 days, basically. I mean, school-wise, there was a fight with my student. It really broke my heart. I'm just like, wow. It was bad. And then yesterday, there was a school threat on social media about shooting up the school. So we had SWAT, and canines or something like that posted outside the school today and yesterday, because I think the threat was actually for today, but they came yesterday. I have no idea. And I'm being pulled in so many different, I'm very ambivalent about what I'm going to do with teaching the rest of the year. Because honestly, I'm really anxious. Like my anxiety's bad right now. To the point where I'm breaking out. Like I said, you could see that one. And it was big and red and angry. Breaking out in different places. Not sleeping well. And so writing does what writing does for me, as it always does. Makes me feel better. It makes me reconnect to life and stop feeling so pity party. And also, I taught my class last night to my students. Well, 2 of my students. 2 of the other students were, they had life issues. Anyway, so I taught the classes to them, and it went really well. So I'm excited about that because, you know, sometimes I'm, this is where imposter syndrome comes in. And the question I always ask myself before I begin engaging with somebody who's paying me money to do it is, can I help you? Like, can I really help you? Am I able to help you? And so it always makes me feel good to realize I can. And that is my gifting. And I'm owning it. I'm loving it. I'm walking in it. And I hope I never lose the question of, can I help you? Because I don't want to take this gift for granted. All right, so just a couple of things to wrap up with here. So think about your own gifting. Are you taking it for granted? Are you fully utilizing it? Are you allowing people to thank you with their payments? Also, is there something in your life that you are not giving a shot, that you are not fully engaging in, and that you are not trying and giving your best before you say that you hate it or you don't want to do it or that you can't do it? And if you're not, I'm going to ask you to try. Give it a shot. You never know. You might actually end up pretty gifted at it. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Much love. Bye. See you. I've survived 7 days of social media fasting. I can't wait to see what the next 14 days hold. I will talk to you guys later.